going on, man? Charlie in the box. Check it out. Look at what I got in my box today. Is going to be sowing the seeds of discontent. I'm going to have to refer to my box a lot because I got a lot of stuff in here. And I can't remember it all. But hold on. Let's put that music back on real quick. Listen to that. Don't you guys like that? Because it goes really good with my song, with the videos, the man in the box. Hey, what I'm saying? Like that song, right? Okay, but check it out. Sowing the seeds of discontent. How are they doing it today in America? They want the people, the average person, to think that the system isn't working anymore in America, or the capitalist system's bad, or our form of government should be abolished today. Well, how are they doing it? They're sowing the seeds of discontent, getting the people to think that shit's all messed up. Prime example of it is our court system, how it doesn't work for the average person anymore. OJ trial, they had all the evidence, he got away with it. It didn't work for Nicole. It's Casey Anthony with her daughter. Murdered her daughter, put her in a trunk. All that evidence showed that she did it, but she got off on it, and today she's a free woman, showing the seeds of discontent. The court system doesn't work for the average person anymore. Okay, same example, different freaking lane. Same example, different analogy. Look at our Border Patrol agents today protecting the liberties and rights of the people. But today, they'll be thrown in prison for protecting the people in our homeland. How? There's a prisoner, a illegal alien coming over here bringing all kinds of illegal drugs today in America. Even though he got busted twice, they keep letting him go back to Mexico and he keeps coming back. 2 Border Patrol agents started to arrest him. He shot at them, they shot back, shot him in the ass, they went to prison, not him. Second time, another Border Patrol agent arrested a teenage kid coming over here with 50 pounds of marijuana on his back. Picked him up a little bit of freaking roughly. They told the little illegal alien, hey, you prosecute the Border Patrol agent, he goes to prison, we send you back home to Mexico, see you later, bye. What happens? They did the exact same thing to them. Southern tip of our border, California, 10 freaking military guys in U.S. freaking military outfits come across the southern tip of the border from Mexico in a white van with military plates. Our Border Patrol agent realized something wasn't right because the guys were all Mexican. They all had the last name Perez on their freaking little shoulder patch. He told them, hey man, what branch are you with? And they're all, we're the Marines. He goes, can I get a oh? Well, none of them answered. A Marine would go, oh, because that's the Marine call. Well, none of them did. He pulled them aside, realized it's all illegal. What happens? The Border Patrol agents, hey, don't worry about it. Good job. They sent them all back, even though they didn't see where they got the stolen license plates at. Even though they had a stolen van, even though they're impersonating military officers in the United States, they all got let go, sowing the seeds of discontent. Now, in America, financially, our country's gonna collapse. Our government, it's okay for our Congress to do inside trading, but not for you to do it. Prime example, Martha Stewart. Inside trading, what is it? You can't sell your shares of your company today to lose a profit tomorrow. Martha Stewart did it, she went to prison. Our government, Congress, they can allow to do it, but they don't go to jail. How to do it? Sowing the seeds of discontent. Same thing with healthcare reform. We're gonna give you socialized medicine, but we're not getting it. Socialized medicine for the people, not for the Congress. Sowing the seeds of discontent. They're going to bail out the mortgage company. They're going to bail out their friends. They're going to bail out the banks. But you as Americans don't get it. Showing the seeds of discontent. As the average American realizes the financial collapse of America is in the near future and your savings is gone and the second class is wiped away and everything you worked so hard for all these years are gone, sowing the seeds of discontent. They know the people are going to go out there, riot and pillage and want to freaking burn down buildings. So what do they do before that? They want the people to go out there and do it, like the Occupy movement. Useful idiots. So what do? They let millions, if not thousands of Americans go from prisons, knowing that there's no jobs for them, knowing that there's nothing for them to come out here to, release them early. Why? Because when they go out there to riot and pillage and to get mad at the government, those criminals are going to be the first people out there breaking down buildings, robbing your stores, and making social unrest, sowing the seeds of discontent. Why are all these games being played? Why is the media reporting these type of things? And why is the government doing it? Because they want to usher in a Marxist society. They want to usher in a communist society. As you've been following politics for far too long, for decades, people, you have to look at it like this. Don't look at it the way you've been looking at it. The Republicans are building a bigger government. The Democrats come in office, they build a bigger government. more taxes, more regulations, more taxes, more regulations, more power to government, more power to government, more power. A bigger government is being sold and less to the people. What games are being played? Sowing the seeds of discontent. Now that you realize this, now that you see the games that are being played, well, who's orchestrating it? You got communist society, you got communists and socialists and Marxists in our government today and within our society that are pushing the strings behind the pulling the strings behind the frickin' people. And as you can tell with the Occupy movement, you have to look at it like this. In the industrialized countries, like in Europe, Greece, France, and in Americas, there's a social uprising in all those countries. Then look at the Arab countries, in the third world countries. They're overthrowing their governments like dominoes, really fast and really funny. There are a lot of similarities. And the same thing over here in the industrialized country. A lot of similarities. Each one of these countries, in the industrialized countries, are all financially collapsing. Their government is pillaging and ripping off the people from the inside. Why? They're sowing the seeds of discontent. There's a new world government being orchestrated right now throughout the world. But if you don't understand these things and you don't look at the big picture, you're never going to understand what they're building behind you or what the picture looks at behind you. Sowing the seeds of discontent. Am I just bringing up issues or talking about things that I really don't know what I'm talking about? Or is there truth behind the stuff that I'm talking about? Today in America, there's people that are doing some really bad shit. And I know in the Bible it says that this revelation is coming to pass because it says it in the Bible. But I'm here to tell you, America, I'm telling you the truth. God doesn't want these things to happen. God knows, and He gave you the playbook to understand what's going to happen, but do you actually think He wants it to happen? I may tell you something I want, but is that actually what I need? He tells you the game plan, exactly what the devil's going to do, and he's going to allow us to destroy ourselves. But do you think He wants you to do that? No. He wants you to stand up. He wants you to have God in His life and light and to fix these problems. He has more faith in you even though you don't. So people, please stand up, educate yourself, understand the games that are being played behind the scenes, because God is asking you, God is calling you today to stand up and realize what games are being played behind the scenes in America and throughout the world. God has a purpose for each one of us. Find it. Realize what your destiny is and stand up and do something. Because if you don't, all you're doing is passing on these problems to your children and your grandchildren for future generations to deal with these things. But it's our neglect, it's our responsibility as Americans to protect our children and to give them a better future. So what are you doing? Are you sowing the seeds of discontent? Are you going to be a useful idiot? Or are you going to understand these games are being played and stuff that's going on within our society? Because if you don't, like I told you guys every time, if you're not going to do everything in your power to restore your life, liberty, and this country, you're going to do everything in your power to destroy it. Charlie the Box out. Later.